And good morning, everyone. All about the gyro here. In this video, here is the livery reveal for the 2021 Season 1 campaign. I'm going to be driving the Porsche 911 RSR in both IMSA and ILMS, and the Porsche 718 Cayman in the IMSA Michelin Pilot Challenge as my 3 primary series. On the side, we're going to also try to do the Spec Racing Ford, but I don't have a livery for that. We'll probably keep the John Player Special livery for that. But here it is, the new custom livery that I'm going to have on both of the main cars. And so I wanted to reveal it, show it to you, and talk a little bit about it. So the first big question that some of you are asking is, who made this? Well, if you look on the spoiler, you're going to see a logo, as I zoom in here, of Ginger Liveries made this. So Rick is an awesome guy. Pardon me. He has a dedicated sub-channel within the Daniel Morad Discord channel where you can see the portfolio of all of his work. And this livery is phenomenal. I totally love what he did to this car. This looks great. So, if you're interested, like I said, Daniel Morad Discord channel, make sure you like and follow Daniel Morad. He's a real life IMSA GT3 driver for Allegra Motorsports. They are driving the Mercedes AMG GT3 Evo for the entire 2021 campaign. Really nice human being, great racer. You definitely can't go wrong with that. So that's the first big question. Now the second big question is, what is the theme of this car? So the first big clue is what's on the top of the roof. This car is a celebration of my new home here in Nashville, Tennessee, and that is the Tennessee TriStar that's on my state flag. So when the eventuality comes of me flipping like a top or being gyroscopic, at least you know who it is by the TriStar. Just saying. The very next thing to note is all of the different labels that are on the car. So the first thing is, and what we'll do here is, I'm going to give you a side shot of the car here. And this is at Watkins Glen here. And let's do that. And nope, let's go a little bit flatter like that. There you go. The theme of this car is, this is my new home. I've purchased a home here, and I wanted to have a car that reflected what I have. So the first thing you'll notice is Tennessee's Titan logo. So here in Nashville, we have 3 main professional teams and a couple of college teams. So the college teams is Belmont and, of course, Vanderbilt. The pro teams, we have the Nashville Soccer Club, which is brand new. Pardon me. I'm doing the same thing that Pit Guy's done, clearing out my throat. For the Major League Soccer organization. But the two main sports is hockey and football. You'll see on the door, Tennessee Titans football team. They're having a pretty good season this year. And the other is the Nashville Predators of the national hockey team. That's the logo on the rear fender, and you have that on both sides of the car. And you see Ginger making sure he's got the brake ducts in there. And one of the things you'll notice is the detail in the carbon fiber. Exquisite work he did on the carbon fiber. But the next thing you'll see here as I zoom out, there's the Predator logo right on the rear. Very nice. Is you see this Kentucky Owl logo. And I want you to kind of keep that in mind because the color of this car, as you saw with the bubbles on the side, is to celebrate bourbon and Tennessee whiskey. So I live 45 minutes away from Kentucky. So I wanted to make sure I represented both the state of Tennessee and the Commonwealth of Kentucky in this car. And that's why you see that logo, because when we come back around to the front, you're going to see some very interesting things on it. Pardon me, in the back, very clean bumper, very nice diffuser with the channel advertisement, all about the gyro. Twitch and YouTube, nice and centered, clean, tidy. I did consider putting something on the lid there, but chose against it just because of the bubbles effect. So if you notice the bubbles effect as I come around, that is to simulate the flowing of bourbon into a glass. And notice they're swept back, so there's an aerodynamic feature to this. So, like this profile is probably my favorite profile. When the sunlight hits it, it's nice and bright. It has the right amount of gloss. It isn't too glossy. It isn't dull. So we're going to come here past the fuel tank. And what I've noticed is look how well he did the coloring right here. I don't know if that's the fuel fill or the air hose. It might be the fuel fill. Notice the intricate ductwork. Tires nice and black. Didn't want to go too crazy on the tires. Notice the mirrors. Nice. Sun hits it. Beautiful looking car. So let's come around to the front. And let me zoom back out just a fraction. We'll start with the front right there. So notice in the front, intricate grille work here, right below the number. Headlights. Notice the stream bubbles again. And notice we got 3 more of our bourbon and whiskey manufacturers in the front. So Tennessee Titans logo right there, kind of break it up a little bit. Nice and centered. As you have already seen, let me do this. Can't have a Tennessee car without Jack Daniels. So Jack Daniels hanging out right there, basically in the co-pilot area. Lynchburg, Tennessee is not very far from me. It's straight down the interstate. About an hour and a half, give or take. So that's the front of the car. And note, we also have the channel. Notice the striations of the carbon fiber again. And the air dam work here on the side. But this is the livery that we are going to run for the 2021 season. It's a beautiful looking car. I think it's gonna, let me get the good angle. Like the diagonal side angle on this car, because it's a Porsche, it just looks good. Like, how do you not like that car? It's a good looking car. But I wanted to say thank you to Ginger Liveries for really doing up this car. Note the little details, the beautiful color blending, very clean lines. Even put my name in the driver's door there. Nice. So definitely hook them up. Tell them all about the gyro sent you. Great, great human being to work with. But yeah, just wanted to do the livery reveal this morning. Been practicing really hard. As you can tell, we are at Watkins Glen, and that will be the first ILMS race of the season. The IMSA race is actually, correction. I just misspoke because I'm driving more than one series. This is where IMSA is at. ILMS is at Sebring. So we just got our hands on some setups that we're going to be doing, but I wanted to show you the car. So I need to change the pit crew to be more rust color, so we're going to be fixing that up when time permits. But otherwise, that's about it. I think I got myself a looker, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, in terms of streaming next week, we are going to figure that out today in terms of a schedule, because we are attempting 4 championships. So I need to sit down and finalize that now that I know what my time cost is going to be, and also the need for practice and all that, because in the GTE, some of these circuits I have not been at, I'm going to need extra time to come to speed. So stay tuned. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe, tell your friends. And I look forward to seeing all of you in the next video. Take care, everyone, and make sure you take care of each other.